Hey guys, and welcome to my first top 5 Wednesdays. I haven't been doing any of these in the past, but today's theme is top 5 books you'd recommend for Halloween, and I just couldn't help myself, so here we go. I'm pointing out the author. I will be picking a book from each author just to make it a real top 5, but this is more like recommending you the authors, and everything I've read from them I quite enjoyed, so feel free to read more than just the particular book I picked. For number 5, I'm going to be picking Edgar Allan Poe, and obviously what is horror without Edgar Allan Poe? The particular work of Edgar Allan Poe I'm going to pick is The Fall of the House of Usher, and that I think is the first Poe novella that I ever read, and it really scared me and I really loved it. I think it's a really good story to read for Halloween, and apart from that, obviously a lot of stories from Edgar Allan Poe and a lot of his poems. I really love him. On number 4, again, we have another writer that is associated with horror and I cannot just not mention for Halloween, and that's Stephen King. For him, I'm going to be picking Pet Sematary, and that's going to be on number 4. So Pet Sematary is about a family in a small town in Maine who discovers a pet cemetery that had the power basically to come bring the animals that were buried there back to life. I don't remember if this is spoiling the book because I read it really a long time ago, but anyway, I'll stop right there. I really enjoyed reading it. I read it when I was like 14, I think. And I remember I wasn't scared. Stephen King's books don't really scare me, but I really like their concepts and the characters in it. I really like how he analyzes people, and it really stuck with me for a long time, and I really liked it. So for number 3 and upward, we're going to go to Asia. 2 of my favorite horror dark themed writers are both from the same country, and that is obviously Japan, because Japan just gets out the craziest things out there. Movies, books, anything. On number 3, I have Ryu Murakami, and basically everything that he's written that has been translated into English. For number 3, as a book, I picked In the Miso Soup by Ryu Murakami. This is quite graphic from what I remember. It's very violent and it's very dark. It's about an American guy called Frank who is visiting in Japan, and he takes a tour guide by the name of Kenji. As they go around touring Japan, Kenji kind of realizes that Frank is a bit crazy. Really good Halloween book. Also everything else he wrote. On number 2, we also have another book out of Japan, and that is Grotesque by Natsuo Kirino. I read everything that was translated into English by Kirino, and those are sadly only 4 books. This is about 2 prostitutes that are found dead in Tokyo, and as the investigation progresses, you realize that they both went to an elite school in Tokyo when they were younger, and you kind of go back into their past. It goes a lot into character development, and it's really disturbing in that sense. Again, no paranormal, no supernatural, no ghosts crawling out of whatever closet, but this is really disturbing and a really good dark themed read for Halloween in October. On number 1, I'm going to mention a Romanian novella. In the English title, it would be Miss Christina by Mircea Eliade. This is my Romanian copy of it. I really love the cover as well. It's very simple. Domnișoara Christina, Domnișoara is Miss, and that's the way you spell the last name of the author, Eliade. This book, I remember, is the first and I think the only Romanian horror novella actually, that I ever read. I don't really know if there are many other out there. This book is about a young painter who goes to visit his lover's family in a mansion. Everyone in that family is really weird. There's this little kid who's really weird and just speaking weird things. They're all obsessed with his lover's aunt who died 20 years ago in mysterious circumstances, and they're all fascinated by her and obsessed with her, and her presence is felt there all the time. And he becomes fascinated with her as well, and he starts dreaming a lot about her, and then at some point he doesn't realize what's a dream and what's not a dream anymore. And it's really, really eerie and is super, super creepy. I remember reading it and I couldn't believe this was written by a Romanian author, because even though Romania is so associated with vampires and Dracula and everything else, Romania doesn't really write horror. Romanian authors don't really write horror. We don't really make horror movies. And I remember reading this and I was just blown away by it. This one contains paranormal themes, but they're Romanian myths, which is really nice because they're not like your classic supernatural beings, I think. I checked online and there is a French version of it, and from what I remember when I looked on Amazon some time ago, there is a Kindle English version of it. I will be looking and posting links in the description below if there is, but I really truly recommend it to people, and it's also a good Romanian read beside a good Halloween read. So this was my top 5 Wednesdays. I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy the couple of days left until Halloween, and enjoy Halloween obviously, and I will see you back soon with more videos. Have a great day and enjoy your spooky reads. Bye!